everybody, it's Tara from Sojourn Psychology, and I wanted to take a couple minutes to talk to you about emotionally focused therapy. Now, this is a model that is originated by Dr. Sue Johnson. So if you're looking for couples therapy or family therapy or individual therapy right now, many times people are saying you should look into this emotionally focused therapy thing. So what exactly is that? Emotionally focused therapy is a map or a model that us clinicians can use to help you understand the map that you are on in your relationships. Originally, Dr. Sue Johnson developed it to focus on a couple's dynamic, and so we will often talk about a cycle or an infinity loop that occurs between two people. So in that infinity loop, we understand that there's above the surface and below the surface that's happening. For each individual, we're going to look at what is the behavior that people are seeing, and underneath that behavior, what are our perceptions about the world around us, ourselves, or the people that we are close to. And then we will notice the above the surface feelings, or something that we're going to call secondary emotions. Underneath that would be our primary emotions, and then further deeper at our core, our attachment fears and our attachment needs. So in a couple's dynamic, or actually in dynamics that we have with any people, basically we're going to see a behavior, and that is going to really influence us or connect with us on a deeper level at our attachment needs and fears. For a marriage relationship or a romantic relationship, let's say one of the partners is more of a person who's going to reach. I don't feel good, I'm uncomfortable, something is causing me distress, so I'm going to really reach for my person. I'm going to send them some signals that I really need them close to me. But what can happen is that might hit my person at a deeper rooted fear or need. They start to feel more uncertain and go through some of their emotional experience and their perceptions of the world around them, and then their behavior might show up actually as them pulling away, withdrawing, walking away, trying to diffuse whatever feels distressing. And the more they walk away, the more I feel disconnected, the more I reach, the more I reach, the more they feel afraid or alerted, the more they walk away, and such is the infinity loop. So it's pretty typical with people that we see one person might be reaching more for that emotional closeness, whereas the other person might be withdrawing more, trying to maintain a sense of peace or diffusing the intense emotion. Now, this is a real brief overview of the cycle, but I wanted to give you a beginning explanation so that you can really start to get informed as you consider, is emotionally focused therapy right for me? With individuals, we're going to focus more on your part of the cycle and maybe some of those relationships where it just seems like I'm not quite ever getting my map right. With families, it becomes a little bit more complicated because there's so many different cycles happening, and we want to work on diffusing, releasing the stress for the most distressed dynamics in the family, and while we're supporting the other members. So it becomes a little bit more complicated, but really it's all the same map. Okay, you guys, so I'm hoping this is interesting. I'm going to break down the cycle, the traditional cycle for couples, a little bit further into more installments of this little glimpse into emotionally focused therapy. Okay, you guys, if you want to know more, Dr. Sue Johnson has two amazing books that you can look into. The first one is very well known, and that's Hold Me Tight, and the second is a book called Love Sense. And these are books that Sue just eloquently wrote for everyday people so that we can further understand the map and the cycle that is occurring between us and the people that we love. And Sue litters her books with awesome stories of other couples. It's very relatable literature and easy to read. All right, you guys, I'll put the links below. Take care. Bye. Okay, you guys, so this is part 3 of our little mini-series on emotionally focused therapy, understanding the map and the cycle of EFT, developed by Dr. Sue Johnson. Now, when we're talking about the infinity loop, or the cycle that happens between us and other people, beneath the surface, we really notice the things that are tucked more deeply inside of us. That's our primary emotion, our attachment fears, and our attachment needs. And as we talk about this a little further right now, it's going to make sense why we would really tuck those things deeper inside of us. Now, what's really normal too is we aren't always very aware of these things. They're harder for us to put language to, and they're things that we might be very surprised when we first start really understanding our map and our roadway with other people. So primary emotions are more vulnerable, tender emotions. They're more sacred and just fragile. So this is where deep-rooted sadness, pain, our fear, some justified anger, so some anger towards trauma or injustice. It's just really more tender and vulnerable. Like, I'm going to say the word vulnerable for a bit in this conversation. But we tuck it deep down inside of us because there is more of an alert. There is more of this sense, can somebody really meet me in this place? Some other attachment languages, we might call this our unmeetable place, our unmeetable emotion. So I may have tucked it deep down inside of me so far that I'm not even aware of this emotion anymore. It's a very lonely emotion. Deeper down inside of us, that's where we notice attachment fears and attachment needs. What's very common is you may be more alert to your attachment need, or you may be more alert to your attachment fear. Neither of this is wrong. It's just kind of a way of being that we gravitate towards understanding my need, especially if I'm aware that in times of distress I pursue emotional closeness. I might be more aware of my need to be near, or my need to know I'm lovable, my need for reassurance. Whereas fear might be more rooted in a sense of overwhelmed. I'm not sure how to do this right now. And that's where we might use some language like fear or inadequacy, unable, lovelessness, heartlessness. There's some very painful language that can show up in either of these places. And really, the more we understand our fear, the more we may understand our need for attachment. And the more we understand our need for attachment, the more we may understand our fear with attachment. So it really doesn't matter where we start to resonate with, or where our clinician may start to work with us underneath the surface, because as we get clearer on our map, as our clinician gets clearer on the map with us, we're going to have a better sense of how my person's behavior shows up, and it just zings me, and I'm so surprised how quickly I get up into this behavior, and then we're off in our cycle. Again, this isn't just what occurs in couples dynamics. This happens for individuals, so it could be with colleagues, friends, family, potential loved ones, all these different things. Somebody at the grocery store, we can have a little cycle dynamic. Just as an individual, we need to pay attention to this as well. And then in families, again, there's different dynamics. So we have one cycle with our mother, with our father, with our siblings. All of these things are very interesting to notice. Same but different. Okay, thank you guys. I hope you're having a great day. Bye. To just walk you through how to navigate our website. And I am going to share my screen here so that I can do just that with you. All right, so here we are. We're on our home page. This is where you found this video that you are watching just right now. So we scroll down, Sojourn Psychology, and here's where the video is. This is an old video because I'm creating this video right now. And you scroll down, contact, right? A little bit more information. Now, first thing that's important to know about our site is anytime you see circles like this, that is a good sign that this is a link through to some other page. So we're looking at counseling topics. If we click on one of these, we're going to go to that page specifically. And at the bottom of our homepage, we have 3 important sections. So our vlog, where we are updating content almost daily, meet our psychologist, and then our contact information. And then of course, if you scroll down, there's just more information, more ways to get to our contact as well. Now I'm going to click right here. So contact page, this is a really important spot. If you're just looking how to find us or connect with us, find our phone number here, our office hours. We actually are available to answer the phones 6 days a week, September through to June, and then 5 days a week during July and August, except for holidays, right? And here's some of the photos of our intake. Scroll down, map, of course, that's helpful. The information in case you need to put it into your Google map. Here, if you click here, this is an easy way to connect to email us. And then you can write whatever you want to say right there. I'm going to close that. And if you click fax here, it's going to take you to the About page where we have some answers to typical questions. Another way to find information is up at the top, of course, we have all of these tabs. Now, the counseling page is one of our most important pages, and if you click through to counseling, here's a brief overview, and then again, here's those 6 circles that we saw previously on the home page. So if we click on any of these, women's counseling, we scroll down, there's a brief description, and then here's a really cool function. We have the scroll bar where there's all sorts of content. So if I click on forgiveness and reconciliation, there's some information and different topics or points that I might identify to help me figure out, is this something that I might need counseling for? If I'm concerned about boundaries, but I'm not too sure, here's a little bit more information. Really fun resource for people to look at all these different topics, work-life balance, here's some more information. And if we go back to the counseling page, so I'll just click back up here, normal, then I can always pick a different topic, couples or children. I'll click on couples. It's going to look very similar, a little bit of information, and here's a scroll bar as well. So I click on a topic, and there's some information to help me navigate if that's something I might need some counseling or psychological support for. Very important page, or Psychologist page. Now this is a fun page, and again we have circles here. So here I am. If you just rest the cursor on the image of me, there's going to be a bit of information about who I am. When I click it, now I have to scroll down, and here's more information about who I am. So there's a little video that I created, Reconciling Your Pain Story. That's something that is going to give you an idea or sense of what it's like to speak with me or some of the things I'm interested in. A bunch of information about who I am as a professional. And let's say I just want to keep scrolling through. So Ellis looks interesting. I click on Ellis's circle, and here's his video. Here's some information about Ellis so that I can understand who he is. Here's some of the different demographics that he works with. And here's a couple of our other long-term psychologists. Now, if I scroll down, here's a bunch of other clinicians' faces. So every time I rest the cursor on, a little window pops up, and then I can click on one of these. Here's Amy, a bunch of information about Amy, and so forth. And again, easy way to access us if you want to contact us, because that's important. And go right back up to the top. I like to use the top of a website personally. Here is our vlog. Now, the vlog here is something that we're very active with right now. We are updating it all the time. This is our most recent one, so I can click here, or I can click watch now. I click, and I'm on the little vlog page. Here is this video by Stephanie Parent-Chandler talking about Daniel Siegel. And I click on it, I have the volume off, and here's Stephanie. She's actually explaining the model to me just because we thought it would be fun that way. She does really good videos. And if I want to go to the previous vlog, I click here. And here's the previous one. This is something that I did. There's a little bit of a write-up. Again, I can click on it. Let's say I'm not really interested in that. So I'm just going to go right back to the vlog section. And then I can scroll through all the titles, and I can see all the original content that we have created. There's pages and pages of vlogs that you guys can scroll through and just get a sense. So Munchkin Relaxation, that's something Megan Just Mancini did. So I click on it, and there's this cute little video of a progressive muscle relaxation we can use with children. The other way that we can access our vlog again is on the home page. At the bottom, there's the vlog circle. Here's the psychologist circle. So I click on Psychologist, and then I'm right back looking at all of these lovely faces. And here's Megan. So she's got a write-up of who she is, all these different things and trainings that she's done, and this great video to help clients get a better sense of who she is. All right, and of course we have an about page. That's just something that some people like to get a little bit more information. We have a cool facts section with some of our common questions, and if you click on these arrows, the pop-up shows up there. Confidentiality, images of our facility, and again, our contact information. Good, so I'm going to click on our words, Sojourn Psychology, and here I am, I'm right back at the very beginning where we started with this video. So I hope that this little tutorial is helpful. I know that websites are a lot of fun, but sometimes we can get a little lost. So we really want to have quality content, and we want our clients to feel like they can go over to our website anytime they want to sort of evaluate topics, or maybe you want to refer somebody. This would be a great place for them to get a sense of who we are. As well, our vlog section, which is very active, and our social media. Actually, that's one thing that I forgot to notice on here. So I'm going to share one more time. And if we scroll down to the bottom, the footer of our website, here is how you could link into Facebook or Instagram or YouTube. So I'll click on Instagram, and here is our Instagram page, and you can see there's the video with Stephanie. Here's some original meme that I made, and some of our fun things that are connecting with people. Dr. Paul Wong, who is a world-renowned psychologist. Lots of fun things. Dr. Jody Carrington, who is very famous in Alberta as a psychologist. So lots of good things here as well on our Instagram, Facebook, and on our YouTube. So feel free to hang out with us on the web. And again, if you have any suggestions or content stuff that you want to see us doing, vlog stuff, meme stuff, whatever it may be, you can shoot off an email to info@sojo.ca. info@sojo.ca. All right, you guys, thanks for checking in to watch this video, and hopefully it's going to help you just hang out on our website and have a good time.